Hey, welcome to Eat Your Backyard, my YouTube channel. And this is an interesting time of the year. It's springtime, and I want to show you something that's going on. Okay, I'm in a stand of Bismark palm trees, and look at this. Lots of Bismark palm seeds. They are huge. Look at how big they are. Is that gigantic or what? They're actually not that hard to grow, but sitting here on top of the sand, they probably won't sprout. Just to give you an idea of how many seeds. It's unbelievable, the quantity. And of course, that distinct hairiness to the fronds is something you notice right away. That grayish look to the fronds is another interesting feature. Now here they've planted just a forest of them, so they grow along this wall and create almost like a, canopy of palm fronds, but pretty interesting to say the least. Also, pretty dirty if you ask me, but when you have this many, you got so many seed pods. Now look at this one. Isn't that interesting? That's the flower. Something else. That is the flower. And I guess that's fertilizing all these other seed pods. But as you walk through here, you're just confronted with gigantic, gaping handfuls of... Oh, okay. Maybe I'm wrong. This looks like the seeds grow on there. I thought it might be a male-female thing. I've never actually grown one of these in my yard because they just are so big. Really, really gigantic. It was outside of the scope of what I wanted to have in my yard, but they certainly are stunning looking. I mean, look at how wide that thing is. Well, I wonder why they painted necks on that one. Well, maybe they're going to chop this one down. I don't know. But that's big. That's a good 3 feet wide at the base. So, this is probably a good 25 feet across. This is not the kind of thing that you just plant against a fence because the scope of it is too gigantic. I really think the best application for this is in a wider area. I think it's kind of an odd choice to plant them all together like this. I would like them much more as a specimen where you could see that full grandeur of the palm. It's one that just spreads out. I don't think it's really rivaled in terms of the beauty of a fan palm. The Bismark palm is so majestic, and with that grayish, kind of light green to grayish color that they get, it's striking. But the thing is, when they're all planted here together, to me it starts to become just like a too much. They lose their distinctive look. But look up here. What do we have here? Washingtonia, climbing up above all the rest. Another type of fan palm has its own distinct characteristics, and one of them is that it grows very tall, but it gets maybe 1/3 the width of these gigantic Bismark palms. So, so many palms to choose from, really. It's just a matter of picking what you like most. Now, here's, to me, a tragic decision. Look, they've planted this one. And they only planted this like maybe 5-7 years ago, something like that. They planted this one underneath these giant rosewood trees, which are very spindly, easily broken trees. You can see it's got branches on the ground because they just shatter in the wind. It's an incredibly weak tree, the rosewood. But underneath it, they planted this Bismark, which is being, beaten to death by the branches of these rosewoods. And now we're really in a situation, I think, where you have to choose. What are you going to do? Are you going to go with the rosewood, or are you going to go with these, with the Bismark? I would probably choose the Bismark, but it was just an odd choice. I don't know exactly what they were getting at. They do have X's on these trees. Perhaps they intend to thin them out. I don't know, but that's the problem with not thinking it through, is that you do have to end up kind of getting rid of some of them, and that's kind of a shame. I guess you could come in and scoop them out and plant them somewhere else, but now you're into big bucks. And here's the fundamental flaw with the rosewood. It gets big, and it's cool at first because it's so vibrant, but then it gets real spindly. See, it's not really doing much that I'm into. And now look what it's done. It's risen up. You see it pulled roots and created this clump here, so it's getting ready to go. It also has these charming above ground root structure, which I don't know if you're like me, you hate that, but it's created a gigantic mound. Can you imagine if this thing was under your house? What a disaster. But yeah, not one of my favorite trees, I'll just say that. the rosewood. I would have chose to just go get these bad boys out of here and just go pure Bismarck all down here if it was my call, but obviously it's not. And you know, I'm curious what these X's on the trees mean. Maybe it means they're gonna get rid of them and keep the rosewoods. What a bad idea that would be. Let me just get the chainsaw and put these boys on the ground real quick. Here, look at this. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you see, it's kind of, I can tell what happened here. Looks like one of these branches broke off and probably peeled the bark all the way down the side. And now you have this semi-rotten wood with the callus growing slowly together. Really bad luck. Again, growing in and just whipping the Bismarcks to death. But okay, that's my 2 cents on the Bismarcks, the rosewoods, and what's going on right here. So, hey, if you like these kinds of videos, don't forget to subscribe to Eat Your Backyard, my YouTube channel. I put up new stuff all the time. And if you like this particular video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.